Pond Hermit. The North Pond area of Maine's Belgrade Lakes seemed to be one of the most peaceful places on Earth, but there was a problem. For 3 decades, over 1,000 reports of break-ins in the residents' cabins were made, and nobody was able to find who the perpetrator was. These thefts always occurred when nobody was home, and strangely enough, they happened more frequently in the days before Memorial Day and after Labor Day. These incidents became so frequent and bizarre that people started talking about the thief as an urban legend, adding fake details as time went on and talking about him in horror stories. It wasn't even known if all of that was caused by a single person or a group, and some started thinking that nobody was ever going to pay for it. The legend kept on spreading while no new significant evidence was found until April 2013. A police officer arrested a man named Christopher Thomas Knight, who had a really weird attitude. He refused to answer any questions from the police, and when asked about it, he said that he was ashamed of himself. After a while, it was discovered that the man was actually a hermit who had lived in that area for decades without talking to a single human being, having only said hi to a hiker in 27 years. When asked how long he'd been there, he stated that he lost track of time and explained that he'd lived like that since Chernobyl's incident. This shows that he was only 20 years old when he decided to be a hermit, and he never explained why. The only possession he had was the glasses he kept from high school. Everything else he used to survive was stolen. He went to extreme measures to avoid any human contact and to preserve his privacy, such as not lighting fires and always moving at night. Crazily enough, he didn't even know what the internet was. He was finally sentenced to 7 months in prison, and according to local authorities, he's still living a quiet life in rural Maine as of now. Serial snuggler. In 2004, girls at Louisiana State University started thinking that they were being watched and snuggled up against while sleeping. This became a recurring story in the talks at school, but no clear evidence was found. That was the case until August 2004, when a man from Baton Rouge was sentenced to community service for breaking into apartments to cuddle sleeping women. He used to break into their homes, eat their food, fold their clothes, and snuggle them. In one instance, he made nachos, while in another one, he crawled into one woman's bed to rub her stomach. The judge said that he led a commendable life before starting his notorious crime spree, and sentenced him to a 12-year suspended sentence, 5 years probation, 200 hours of community service, and regular drug tests. Skin shoes. In horror movies and popular media in general, it's not uncommon to see things made out of bones, skin, or other body materials. Sadly, however, this doesn't only happen in movies. George Parrott, also known as Big Nose George, was a criminal in the American Wild West. He was known for stealing cattle and robbing travelers. Once caught, he was found guilty of murder and sentenced to death by hanging, and no one cared to claim the body. But then, something disturbing happened. 2 doctors present at the time asked to have the body for medical study. One did use it for his studies, closely analyzing his brain, but the other one used it for another purpose. He took the skin and made some shoes out of it.